I reckon we're ready now, Gertrude. We won't ring the chimes today. I'll just call them myself. Roderick, Mother Bayard, we're all ready. Come to dinner.
And a new horse, too, Roderick? I used to think that only the wicked owned 2 horses. A new horse, a new house, and a new wife.
Well, Mother, how do you like it? Our first Christmas dinner in the new house, eh?
I don't know what your father would say.
Bless, O Father, thy gifts to our use, and us to thy service, and make us mindful of the needs of others through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. My dear Lucia, I can remember when there were still Indians on this very ground, and I wasn't a young girl then either. I can remember when we had to cross the Mississippi on a new-made raft. I can remember when St. Louis and Kansas City were full of Indians.
Imagine. There. What a wonderful day for our first Christmas dinner. Beautiful sunny morning, snow, splendid sermon. Dr. McCarthy preaches a splendid sermon. I cried and cried.
Come now. What'll you have? Mother, a little sliver of white?
Every least twig is wrapped around with ice. You almost never see that. Can I cut it up for you, dear? Gertrude, I forgot the jelly. You know, on the top shelf. Mother Bayard, I found your mother's gravy boat while we were moving. What was her name, dear? What were all your names? You were a Genevieve Wainwright.
Now, you must write it down somewhere. I was Genevieve Wainwright, and my mother was Faith Morrison. She was the daughter of a farmer in New Hampshire who was something of a blacksmith, too. And she married young John Wainwright.
Genevieve Wainwright, Faith Morrison.
It's all down in a book somewhere upstairs. We have it all. All that kind of thing is very interesting. Come, Lucia. Just a little wine. Mother, a little red wine for Christmas Day? It's full of iron. Take a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
Really, I can't get used to wine. What would my father say? But I suppose it's all right.
Well, well, I smell turkey. My dear cousins, you don't know how pleasant it is to be having Christmas dinner with you all. I lived out there in Alaska so long without relatives. Let me see, how long have you had this new house, Roderick?
Why, it must be...
5 years. It's 5 years, children. You should keep a diary. This is your 6th Christmas dinner here.
Think of that, Roderick. We feel as though we've lived here 20 years.
All events, it still looks good as new.
What do you have, Brandon? Light or dark? Frida, fill up Cousin Brandon's glass.
Oh, dear, I can't get used to these wines. I don't know what my father'd say, I'm sure. What'll you have, Mother Bayard?
Yes, I can remember when there were Indians on this very land.
Mother Bayard hasn't been very well lately, Roderick.
My mother was Faith Morrison. In New Hampshire, she married a young John Wainwright, who was a congregational minister. He saw her in his congregation one day.
Mother Bayard, hadn't you better lie down, dear?
And right in the midst of his sermon, he said to himself, I'll marry that girl. And he did. And I'm their daughter.
Just a little nap, dear?
Oh, I'm all right. Just go on with your dinner. I was 10, and I said to my brother, now why can't I go out and play?
It's too bad it's such a cold, dark day today. We almost need the lamps. I spoke to Major Lewis for a moment after church. His sciatica troubles him, but he does pretty well.
I know Mother Bayard wouldn't want us to grieve for her on Christmas Day, but I can't forget her sitting in her wheelchair right beside us only a year ago. And she would be so glad to know our good news.
Now it's Christmas. Cousin Brandon, a glass of wine with you, sir.
Glass of wine with you, sir.
Does the major sciatica cause him much pain?
Oh, some perhaps. But you know his way. He says it'll all be the same in 100 years.
Yes, he's a great philosopher.
Well, his wife sends you 1,000 thanks for her Christmas present.
I forgot what I gave her. Oh, yes, the work basket. Oh, my wonderful new baby, my darling baby. Whoever saw such a child? Quick, nurse, a boy or a girl? A boy. Roderick, what shall we call him? Really, nurse, you've never seen such a child.
We'll call him Charles, after your father and grandfather.
But there are no Charleses in the Bible, Roderick.
Of course there are. Surely there are.
Roderick. Very well. But he shall always be Samuel to me. What miraculous hands he has. Really, they are the most beautiful hands in the world. All right, nurse. Have a good nap, my darling child.
Don't drop him, nurse. Brandon and I need him in our firm. Lucia, a little more white meat? Some stuffing? Cranberry sauce, anybody?
Margaret, the stuffing was very good this afternoon. Just a little, thank you.
Now, something to wash it down. Cousin Brandon, a glass of wine with you, sir. To the ladies, God bless him.
Thank you, kind sirs.
Pity it's such an overcast day today. And no snow.
But the sermon was lovely. I cried and cried. Dr. Spaulding does preach such a splendid sermon.
I saw Major Lewis for a moment after church. He says his rheumatism comes and goes. His wife says she has something for Charles and will bring it over this afternoon.
Oh, my lovely new baby. Really, it never occurred to me it might be a girl. Why, nurse, she's perfect.
Well, call her what you choose. It's your turn.
Lulu, aye. Yes, this time I shall have my way. She shall be called Genevieve after your mother. Have a good nap, my treasure. Imagine, sometime she'll be grown up and say, "Good morning, Mother. Good morning, Father." Really, Cousin Brandon, you don't find a baby like that every day.
And the new factory.
A new factory? Really?
Yes.
Roderick, I shall be very uncomfortable if we're going to turn out to be rich. I've been afraid of that for years. However, we mustn't talk about it on Christmas Day. I'll just take a little piece of white meat, thank you. Roderick, Charles is destined for the ministry. I'm sure of it.
Woman, he's only 12. Now let him have a free mind. Now, we want him in the firm, I don't mind saying. Anyway, no time passes so slowly as when you're waiting for your urchins to grow up and settle down to business.
I don't want time to go any faster, thank you. I love the children just as they are. Really, Roderick, you know what the doctor said. 1 glass a meal. No, Margaret, that will be all.
Wonder what's the matter with me.
Roderick, do be reasonable.
But, my dear, statistics show that we steady, moderate drinkers...
What's the matter?
It's fine to be back at table with you again. How many good Christmas dinners have I had to miss upstairs? And to be back at a fine, bright one, too.
Oh, my dear, you gave us a very alarming time. Here's your glass of milk. Josephine, bring Mr. Bayard's medicine from the cupboard in the library.
At all events, now that I'm better, I'm going to start doing something about the house.
Oh, Roderick, you're not going to change the house.
Only touch it up here and there. Looks 100 years old.
Charles, dear, you carved the turkey. Your father's not well. You always said you hated carving, though you are so clever at it.
It's a great blowy morning, Mother. The wind comes over the hill like a lot of cannon.
And such a good sermon. I cried and cried. Mother Bayard loved a good sermon so. She used to sing the Christmas hymns all around the year. Oh, dear, I've been thinking of her all morning.
Shh, Mother. It's Christmas Day. You mustn't think such things. You mustn't be depressed.
But sad things aren't the same as depressing things. I must be getting old. I like them.
Uncle Brandon, you haven't anything to eat. Hilda, bring his plate and some cranberry sauce.
Glorious. Every leaf twig is wrapped around with ice. You almost never see that.
Did you have time to deliver those presents after church, Genevieve?
Yes, Mama. Old Mrs. Lewis sends you 1,000 thanks for hers. It was just what she wanted, she said. Give me lots, Charles, lots.
Statistics, ladies and gentlemen, show that we steady, moderate...
Father, how about a little skating this afternoon?
I'll live till I'm 90.
I really don't think he ought to go skating.
Yes. But not yet.
You were so young and so clever, Cousin Brandon. I say he was so young and so clever. Never forget your father, children. He was a good man. Well, he wouldn't want us to grieve for him on Christmas.
White or dark, Genevieve? Just another sliver, Mother?
I can remember our first Christmas dinner in this house, Genevieve. 30 years ago today. Mother Bayard was sitting here in her wheelchair. She could remember Indians lived on this very spot. And when she had to cross the river on a new-made raft.
She couldn't have, Mother.
That can't be true.
It certainly was true. Even I can remember when there was only one paved street. We were very happy to walk on boards. We can remember when there were no sidewalks, can't we, Cousin Brandon?
Oh, yes. And those were the days.
Those were the days.
And the ball last night, Genevieve? Did you have a nice time, dear? I hope you didn't dance to jazz music. I think a girl in that position ought to set an example. Did Charles keep an eye on you?
He had none left. They were all on Leonore Banning. He can't conceal it any longer, Mother. I think he's engaged to marry Leonore Banning.
I'm not engaged to marry anyone.
Well, she's very pretty.
I shall never marry, Mother. I shall sit in this house beside you forever, as though life were just one long, happy Christmas dinner.
Oh, my child, you mustn't say such things.
You don't want me? You don't want me? Why, Mother, how silly you are. There's nothing sad about that. What could possibly be sad about that?
Forgive me. I'm just unpredictable, that's all.
Good morning, Mother Bayard. Good morning, everybody. It's really a splendid Christmas day today. Every leaf twig is encircled with ice.
never see that.
Little white meat, Genevieve? Mother? Leonora? Uncle Brandon? My mother? Roger, fill my uncle's glass.
Do what your father used to do. It would please Cousin Brandon so. You know, Uncle Brandon a glass of wine.
Uncle Brandon, a glass of wine with you, sir.
A glass of wine with you, sir. And to the ladies, God bless them, every one.
Thank you, kind sir.
And if I go to Germany for my music, I promise to be back for Christmas. I wouldn't miss that.
I hate to think of you over there all alone in those strange pensions.
But, darling, the time will pass so fast you'll hardly know I'm gone. I'll be back in the twinkling of an eye.
What an angel. The darlingest baby in the whole world. Do let me hold it, nurse. Oh, I did love it so.
Isn't there anything I can do?
No, dear. Only time. Only the passing of time can help in these things. Don't you think we might ask Cousin Ermengarde to come and live with us here? There's plenty for everyone. There's no reason why she should go on teaching the first grade forever and ever. She wouldn't be in the way, would she, Charles?
No. I think that would be fine. Potatoes and gravy, anybody? Mother, a little more turkey.
It was great to be in Alaska in those days.
Mother, what's the matter?
Hush, my dear. It will pass. Hold fast to your music, you know. I want to be alone for just a few minutes.
Charles, Mother doesn't tell us, but she hasn't been very well these days.
Come, Mother, we'll go to Florida for a few weeks.
Don't be foolish. Don't grieve.
Oh, my darlings, twins. Charles, aren't they glorious? Look at them. Look at them. What will I do?
What's left for me to do?
Which is which?
I feel as though I was the first mother who ever had twins. Oh, look at them now. Why wasn't Mother Bayard allowed to stay and see? I don't want to go on. I can't bear it.
Genevieve? Genevieve, how frightful
Charles!
Mother would feel to think
Charles!
of Genevieve!
I never told her how wonderful she was. We all treated her as though she were just a friend in the house. I thought she'd be here forever.
Genevieve, do come one minute and hold my baby's hands. We shall call the girl Lucia, after her grandmother. Will that please you? Do just see what adorable little hands they have.
They are wonderful, Leonora.
Give him your finger, darling. Just let him hold it.
And we'll call the boy Samuel. Well, now, everybody, come and finish your dinners. And nurse, don't drop them. At least don't drop the boy. We need him in the firm.
Someday they'll be big. Imagine. They'll come in and say, "Hello, Mother."
Come, a little wine, Leonora. Genevieve, it's full of iron. Eduardo, fill the ladies' glasses. Certainly it's a keen, cold morning. I used to go skating with Father on mornings like this. Mother would come home from church saying...
I know. Saying such a splendid sermon. I cried and cried.
Why did she cry, dear?
That generation all cried at sermons. It was their way.
Really, Genevieve?
They'd had to go since they were children. And I suppose sermons reminded them of their fathers and mothers. Just as Christmas dinners do us. Especially in an old house like this.
Oh, it really is old, Charles, and so ugly. With all that iron filigree and dreadful cupola.
Charles, you aren't going to change the house.
No, I won't give up the house, but great heavens, it's nearly 50 years old. This spring, I'll remove the cupola and build the new wing toward the tennis court.
And then couldn't we ask your dear old cousin Ermengarde to come and live with us? She's really the self-effacing kind.
Ask her now, take her out of the first grade.
We only seem to think of it on Christmas Day, with her Christmas card staring us in the face.
Another boy. Another boy. Here's a Roderick for you at last.
Roderick Brandon Bayard, a regular little fighter.
Goodbye, darling. Don't go up too fast. Yes. Stay just as you are. Thank you, nurse.
Stay just as you are.
Now I have 3 children. 1, 2, 3. 2 boys and a girl. I'm collecting them. It's very exciting.
What, Hilda?
Oh, Cousin Ermengarde's come. Come in, cousin. Such a pleasure to be with you all.
The twins have already taken a great fancy to you, cousin.
Baby went to her at once.
Well, Cousin Ermengarde, exactly how are we related? There, Genevieve, that's your specialty.
Well, Grandmother...
Mother, a little more turkey and stuffing? Cranberry sauce, anybody?
I can work it out. Grandmother Bayard,
Your grandmother Bayard was second cousin to my grandmother Hoskins through the Wainwrights.
Well, it's all in a book somewhere upstairs. All that kind of thing is awfully interesting.
Nonsense. There are no such books. I collect my notes off of gravestones. And you have to scrape a good deal of moss, let me tell you, to find one great-grandparent.
There's a story that my grandmother Bayard crossed the Mississippi on a raft before there were any bridges or ferry boats. She died before Genevieve and I were born. Time certainly goes very fast in a great country like this. Have some more cranberry sauce, Cousin Ermengarde.
Well, time must certainly be passing very slowly in Europe with this dreadful, dreadful war going on.
Perhaps an occasional war isn't so bad after all. Clears up a lot of the poisons they collect in nations. It's like a boil.
Dear, dear.
Yes, it's like a boil.
Isn't he wonderful, Mother?
Mother, don't let Roderick fool with my stamp album while I'm gone.
Now, Sam, do write a letter once in a while. Do be a good boy about that, Mom.
You can send some of your cakes once in a while, Cousin Ermengarde.
I certainly will, my dear boy.
If you need any money, we have agents in London, remember. Well, goodbye.
I spoke to Mrs. Fairchild a moment, coming out of church. Her rheumatism's a little better, she says. She sends you her warmest thanks for the Christmas present. The work basket, wasn't it? It was an admirable sermon. And our stained glass window looked so beautiful, Leonora. So beautiful, everybody spoke of it. And so affectionately of Sammy. Forgive me, Leonora, but it's better to speak of him than not to speak of him. We were all thinking of him so hard.
He was a mere boy. A mere boy, Charles.
My dear.
I want to tell him how wonderful he was. Let him go so casually. I want to tell him how we all feel about him. Forgive me. Can we just walk about for a minute? Yes, of course, Ermengarde. It's best to speak of him.
anything I could do?
No. No. Only time, only the passing of time can help in these things.
What's the matter with everybody? Why are you all so glum? The skating was fine today.
Sit down, young man. I have something I want to say to you.
Everybody was there. Lucia skated in the corners with Dan Creighton the whole time. When will it be, Lucia? When will it be?
I don't know what you mean.
Lucia's going to be leaving us soon, Mother. Dan Creighton...
Roderick! I have something I want to say to you.
Yes, Father?
Is it true, Roderick, that you made yourself conspicuous last night at the country club? And at a Christmas Eve dance, too?
Now, Charles, I beg you, this is Christmas dinner.
Really, Father, he didn't. It was that dreadful Johnny Lewis.
I don't want to hear about Johnny Lewis. I want to know whether a son of mine...
Charles, I beg you.
The first family of the city.
I hate this city and everything in it. I always did.
You behaved like a spoiled puppy, sir. An ill-bred, spoiled puppy.
What did I do? What did I do that was wrong?
You were drunk! And you were rude to the daughters of my best friend.
Nothing in the world deserves an ugly scene like this.
Good God, you gotta get drunk in this town to forget how dull it is. Time passes so slowly here, it stands still. That's what's the trouble.
We can employ your time, young man. You will leave the university, and you will come to work at the Bayard factory, starting on January 2nd.
I have better things to do with my time than go into your factory. I'm going somewhere where time passes, by God.
Roderick? Roderick, just a moment. Charles, where will he go?
Mother, he'll be back. Now I have to go upstairs and pack my trunk.
I won't have any children left.
Mother, he'll be back. He's gone to California or somewhere. Cousin Ermengarde has done most of my packing. Oh, thanks 1,000 times, Cousin Ermengarde. I won't be long.
It's a very beautiful day. On the way home from church, I stopped and saw Mrs. Foster a moment. Her arthritis comes and goes.
Is she actually in pain, dear?
She says it'll all be the same in 100 years.
Yes, she's a brave little stoic.
Come now, Mother. Little white meat. Mary, pass my cousin's plate.
What is it, Mary? Oh. Here's a telegram from him in Paris. Love and Christmas greetings to all. I told them we'd be eating some of their wedding cake today and thinking about them. Seems all decided. They're going to settle down in the East, Ermengarde. I can't even have my daughter for a neighbor. They hope to build before long somewhere on the shore north of New York.
There is no shore north of New York.
Well, east or west or whatever it is.
My, what a dark day. How slowly time passes when there are no young people in the house.
I have 3 children somewhere.
Well, one of them gave his life for this country.
And one of them's selling aluminum in India.
I can stand everything with this terrible soot everywhere. We should have moved years ago. We're surrounded by factories. Have to change the window curtains every week.
Why, Janet.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore. I'm going abroad. Not only the soot that comes to the very walls of this house, it's the thoughts. It's the thought of what has been and what might have been here. And the feeling of this house, of the years grinding away. My mother died yesterday, not 30 years ago. Oh, I'm going to live and die abroad. Yes. I'm going to be an American old maid, living and dying in a pension in Munich, Florence. Genevieve, you're tired.
Come, Genevieve, take a good drink of cold water. Mary, open the windows.
Dear Genevieve will come back to us, I think. You should have been out today, Leonora. It was one of those days when everything was encircled with ice. Very pretty indeed.
Leonora, I used to go skating with Father on mornings like this. I wish I felt a little better.
What? Have I got two invalids on my hands at once? Now, Cousin Ermengarde, you must get better and help me nurse Charles.
I'll do my best.
Well, Leonora, I'll do what you ask. I'll write the puppy a letter of forgiveness and apology. It's Christmas Day. I'll cable it. That's what I'll do.
Ermengarde, it's such a comfort having you here with me. Oh, Mary. Really, I don't think I could eat a thing. Well, perhaps just a little sliver of white meat.
I spoke to Mrs. Keene a moment coming out of church. She asked after the young people. I felt very proud at church, sitting under our windows, Leonora. Our brass tablets. The Bayard aisle. It's a regular Bayard aisle. And I love it.
Ermengarde, would you be angry with me if I went and stayed with the young people a little while this spring?
I know. I know how much they want you and need you. Especially now that they're about to build a new house.
You wouldn't be angry? This house is yours, as long as you want it, remember?
I don't see why the rest of you dislike it. I like it, more than I can say.
I won't be very long. I'll be back in no time. And then we can have some more of our readings aloud in the evening.
Really, Mary, I'll change my mind. If you'll be good enough to ask Bertha to make me a little eggnog. A dear little eggnog. Such a nice letter this morning, Mary, from Mrs. Bayard. Such a nice letter. They're having their first Christmas dinner in the new house. They must be very happy. They call her Mother Bayard, she says, as though she were an old lady. And she says she finds it more comfortable to come and go in a wheelchair. Such a dear letter. But I can tell you a secret. It's a great secret, mind. They're expecting a grandchild. Isn't that good news? Now I'll read a little.
dear little Roderick, and little Lucia.